Hey dudes, welcome back to my channel, Salamath2020. For today's presentations on statistics and probability about the random variables and the probability distributions. And we'll be having our questions and answers with the complete solutions on these presentations. So let us check our general directions and choose the letter that corresponds to the correct answer. Okay, for number 1, which of the following is a discrete random variable? A, the average amount of electricity consumed. B, the number of patients in hospitals. C, the amount of paint used in repainting a building. D, the average weight of female athletes. So, how do you know if it's a discrete random variable? Mostly, discrete random variable represents a count data. Usually, we are asking for the numbers. And the random variable is a discrete if its set of possible outcome is countable, yung mabibilang natin. So, among the 4 choices, letter B is the discrete random variable, represent the count data since it is asking for the number of patients in a hospital. Number 2, so if 2 coins are twos, which is not possible value of the random variable for the number of heads, A 0, B 1, C 2, D 3. So we are looking for the value which is not possible value of the random variable for the number of heads. So let's make a tree diagram. Having a first coin, it consists of head or tail, or it's H or T. So combining with the second coin, it comes up with HH, HT, TH, and TT. So this could be our possible outcomes or the sample space HH, HT, TH, and TT. So we're looking for the number of heads. So meron tayong dalawang HH, that is 2, HT 1, TH isang H is 1, TT 0. So the possible values of the random variable representing the number of heads are 0, 1, and 2. So the answer is 3, which is not the possible value of the random variable. Which of the following is not a true statement? A, the value of the random variable could be 0. B, random variable can only have one value. C, the probability of the value of the random variable could be 0. D, the sum of all probabilities in the probability distribution is always equal to 1. So let us check the choices. A, that is true. The value of the random variable could be 0. Okay, tama yan. B, the random variable can only have one value. Okay, this is not true. The random variable can take more than one value. C, the probability of the value of the random variable could be 0. Okay, the one of the properties of the random variable, and it must equal to 0 or 1 and always equal to 1. So the statement here that is not true is B, random variable can only have one value. Okay, for number 4, so we are asking for the formula shown by the table. So given the x or the random variable 2, 3, 6 with its corresponding probability. So yan ang ating choices. A, B, C, and D. So by looking the probability, it consists numerator of by 1. So yan, meron tayong dalawang choices dyan, A and D. Meron siyang 1. So then let us check if the random variable 2, 3, and 6, then P of x is equal to 1 over x. So we are using the formula 1 over x. So if x is 2, that is 1/2. Then if x is 3 is 1/3. If x is 6, is 1 over 6. So the choice is satisfied with this formula is A. The formula gives the probability distribution. For number 5, so we have the probability of x is equal to x over 6. So we're looking for the values of x to be a probability distributions. Okay, we have the choices here. So A, B, C, and D. Based on the properties of probability distribution, so the summation over probability of x or the summation of p of x is equal to 1. So our given p of x is x over 6, so the denominator is 6. So we're looking for the values of x to make this 1. So let us try to solve letter A to get the sum. 0 plus 2 plus 3, that is 5 over 6, that is not equal to 1. For letter B, 1 plus 2 plus 3, or 6 over 6 is equal to 1. Let us try for letter C. 2 plus 3 plus 4, that is 9 over 6, that is not equal to 1. D, 1 plus 1 plus 2, that's 4 over 6, that is not also equal to 1. So to make it clear, so let's construct a probability distribution wherein the values of x is 1, 2, 3. The probability of x is, if x is 1, 1 over 6. If x is 2, 2 over 6. If x is 3, 3 over 6. Then get the sum. 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6 over 6. Then the summation of p of x is equal to 1. So therefore, the answer is B. For number 6 to 8, so refer to the probability distribution shown below. So we're looking for the mean of the probability distribution. So ito yung choice natin, A, B, C, and D. So we're looking for the mean. So given the mu is equal to summation of x times p of x. So let's construct the table for the probability distributions. So get the product x times p of x. That is 0 times 1, so 0 over 8 or 0. 1 times 3 is 3 over 8. 2 times 3 is 6 over 8. 3 times 1 is 3 over 8. So get the sum or the summation. xp of x will represent the mean. So 0 plus 3 plus 6 plus 3, that is 12 over 8 is equal to 1.5. That would be our mean. For numbers 7, we're using the same table. So we're looking for the variance of the probability distribution. A's, B, C, and D. So let's construct the table of the probability distribution. Again, get the product x times p of x. Yan, 0 times 1, 0. 1 times 3 is 3 over 8. 2 times 3 is 6 over 8. 3 times 1 is 3 over 8. Then get the summations of x times p of x, that is our mu or the mean, that's 1.5. Since we're looking for the variance, so we add another column. X natin magiging x squared, then multiply by probability of x. So get the value of x, that is 0 squared. Yan, ang p of x natin is 1 over 8. Then multiply by itself. 0 times 0 is 0, times 1 is 0. Then for the random variable 1, so 1 squared, 3, 8. Then 1 times 1. Then 1 times 3 is 3 over 8. Okay, for x is equal to 2. 2 is squared. Then 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12 over 8. For the x is 3, 3 squared, then 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 1 is 9 over 8. Then get the sum or the summation of x squared multiplied by p of x, 0 plus 3 plus 12 plus 9, that is 24 over 8 is equal to 3. So using the formula for the variance is summation x squared times p of x minus mu squared. So the value of summation x squared p of x is 3. Then mu is 1.5. So 1.5 squared multiplied by itself, that is 2.25. So bring down 3 minus 2.25 is equal to 0.75. So okay, that would be our variance. For number 8, so we are using the same tables, but we are asking for the standard deviation. So ito yung choice natin, A, B, C, and D. In finding the standard deviation, we are using the variance formula to get the standard deviation. So the variance is 0.75. That is the result from number 7. Then the square root of the variance, that is the standard deviations. So let's squaring both sides. Cancel the square root and 2, so it gives sigma, and the square root of 0.75, that is 0.87, and that would be our standard deviation. So the answer is B. Okay, for numbers 9 and 10, so refer to the probability distribution. Ito yung ating random variable, 0 to 468, with its corresponding probability, that is 1/5. So, tanong dito, what is the mean of the probability distribution? Ito yung ating mga choices. So, ang mean natin is given, mu is equal to summation of x times p of x. So, let's construct the probability distribution table. So, a product of x and p of x to find the mean. So, 0 times 1 is 0, 2 times 1 is 2 over 5, 4 times 1 is 4 over 5, 6 times 1 is 6 over 5, 8 times 1 is 8 over 5. Okay, get the sum. 0 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8. That would be our mean. So, 20 over 5 is equal to 4. So, the answer is D. For number 10, so again, we are using the same table. What's the variance of the probability distributions? Okay, ito yung choice natin. A, B, C, and D. Again, the variance given the sigma squared is equal to summation x squared times p of x minus mu squared. Again, ito yung ating probability distribution table. So, we have xp of x, so 0 times 1 is 0, 2 times 1 is 2 over 5, 4 times 1 is 4 over 5, 6 times 1 6 over 5, 8 times 1 is 8 over 5. So the summations here, we get the sum, that would be our mean. 20 over 5 is equal to 4. And we are looking for the variance to find the summation of x squared. Ang x natin maging x squared, and p of x multiplied by p of x. So our x is 0, then squared, then our p of x 1/5, then multiply 0, 0 times 0, then 0 times 1 is 0 over 5. Then again our x is 2, then squared, that is 2 times 2 is 4, then multiplied by 1/5 is 4 times 1 is 4 over 5. Then x is 4 is squared, multiplied by 1/5, then 4 times 4 is 16, 16 times 1 is 16 over 5. Then 6 is squared, then 6 times 6 is 36 times 1 is 36 over 5. Then 8 is squared, then times 1/5, then 8 times 8 is 64 times 1 is 64 over 5. Then the summation of x squared times p of x, get the sum, 0 plus 4 plus 16 plus 36 plus 64, that would be 120 over 5, or is equal to 24. The mu is 4, then squared, that is 4 times 4 is 16. Then the summation of x squared p of x is 24. Then bring down 24 minus 16. So ito yung sagot natin. Subtract 24 16 is 8. So letter D. For letter B, so identify whether the given variable is discrete or continuous. How do you know whether a random variable is discrete or continuous? Kapag discrete, that is possible outcome is countable, yung binibilang natin. Yep. And C is continuous kapag it measures data, yung sinusukat natin. Okay, let us answer for number 1, the number of books in the library. So we know that this represents a countable data, that is D. We are referring to the number of books. For number 2, the lifetime in hours of 15 plus light. So it takes the values on continuous scale. Sinusukat natin yung long duration ng plus light base sa oras. So it measured data, that is C. Okay, number 3, the numbers. You're asking the number of tourists. So, just simply this countable data, that's D. Number 4, the capacity of water dams in the region. So, we will measure the maximum amount of water dams. So, it measured data, that is C. For number 5, the width of grade 1 pupil. So, we established here the amount of pupil. So, we measured the measured data, sinusukat natin, that is represented by C. For letter C, so let's construct the probability distribution. So, given the P of x over 6, for the values of x 1 to 3, so let's have the probability distribution table. So, yan ang ating value ng x, 1, 2, 3. Now, with the probability of x over 6. So, if x is 1, this is 1 over 6. If x is 2, 2 over 6. If x is 3, 3 over 6. To determine this, the probability distribution, let's check the properties of the probability distribution. Okay, number 1, 0 is less than or equal to P of x less than or equal to 1. So, let us check ang probability natin kapag nasa gitna ng 0 and 1. So, ibig sabihin, that is agreed with the property. So, yan, nasa gitna ng 0 and 1. Okay, check. To get the sum, 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6 over 6 is equal to 1. So, the summation to P of x is equal to 1. So, it is agreed with the probability distribution. Okay, for number 2, P of x is equal to x over x plus 2 for x is 0, 1, 2. So, let's have the probability distribution. So, if x is 0, then 0 plus over 0 plus 2. Yan ating formula. So, 0 over 0 plus 2, 0 over 2, that is 0. If x is 1, so lahat ng x natin palitan ng 1. So, 1 over, that is 1/3. If x is 2, so substitute natin lahat ng x with 2 to get 2 over 4. So, let us check the properties of probability distribution. So, 0 plus 1/3 plus 2 over 4 is equal to 10 over 12. That is not equal to 1. So, this is not a probability distribution. So, this ends up with our presentation. So, thanks for watching, and just comment down below for any clarification or questions regarding this presentation.